If you wanna jump bail and run through the wall.
What's up, everybody?
We're on our way.
It is time for Seven's Nuts. Wow, big hand. Wow. Man, that is good stuff. Sam, that's a pretty good performance. So I mean, that's no joke.
It's a character. It's a part.
Yeah, well, you play it well. I mean, so how many people were there? That's a big stage. I mean, we're looking at giant lighting. And what is that? 15?
18,000.
Yeah. 18,000 people, man. What's that feel like to play when you jump on that stage and you're there with 18,000 people, man? That's got to be.
Between you and I?
Yeah.
I'd rather be playing the clubs.
You'd rather play to a small, like 300-400 people, 1,000 people?
A couple thousand, 2,000.
Yeah.
When we did theaters, we had the best time.
Remember Lemore's East in Queens?
Lemore's East. I mean, Speaks used to hold 3,000 people.
Yeah.
So did Hammerheads. Black people. So, I mean, to me, it was like we had a better time when we played the small theaters, 2,500, 3,000 seaters, right?
Well, I've never played a gig. I think the most people I played to was matter of fact,
Then Woodstock.
Because I have great stories in chapter 1. There's Tommy, the beginning of Exile in Rosedale, the musical life of 7. Available everywhere books are sold. Right? That's right. The book starts with you getting me a gig. You had gotten a call from the drummer from Yazga's Farm, got busted on a drug charge,
right? And
they needed a drummer for the band, and I got in a bus and went up to Woodstock. And
I called you and I said, "Look, guys need a drummer. You into it?" Your first answer, "Where?" I'm like, "Woodstock." Woodstock. I'm like, "Yeah, you want to play Woodstock?" Yeah. Do I want to play Woodstock? I was like, yeah. So do me a favor.
Change my underwear that day.
Make me look good, go up
and
knock them dead, have some fun.
That's right. And I played Woodstock, and I can't believe it. I'm playing drums, and I'm yelling at the drum. I'm like, are those chicks naked? There were like rows and rows of girls. I'm about to take a drum solo, and there's girls naked. I mean, it was insane, but that was because of you, man, because you made that call, and I appreciate it. But that was like, it was the Freedom Fest right outside of Woodstock, so that for all the people that didn't want to like get trampled to death in the mud, was at that Freedom Fest.
Yeah,
right
but it was
there.
still Woodstock.
It was Woodstock. No, that was believable.
Probably had more people where you were than they actually had at Woodstock.
Well, no, there was probably 100,000 people up at Woodstock, but I didn't care, man. I was playing Woodstock, and what happened was when I went to do that, to play that gig, their drummer, of course, got out of jail right before the gig. I did a gig with them, and then the Woodstock gig, so I came up and played a bunch of songs, but it was still great. I mean, taking a drum solo in front of thousands of people. I mean, so for you guys, I mean, now you've been doing this for years, and it's been getting bigger and bigger, correct?
Yeah, it's gotten to the point of ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, so you're playing to 18,000, 20,000 people at a play.
And the overhead is like, I don't know if you've ever seen our light show.
I do, actually, you can see it there. I mean, those gigantic lighting. Oh,
we have more flames, more lasers, more lights than any other band ever had on it. We make Pink Floyd look stupid.
Wow. Well, and I'm sure you enjoy doing it. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of fun to do that.
It's a lot of fun. It's just not as intimate as it used to be when we used to play the theater. Right?
Yeah. Well, you spent so many years in the clubs. I mean, and what about you, Tony? Now, you said you act and stuff like that. How do you like the big stage as opposed to the...
I love the theaters. It's nothing
you like the theater. So you like 2,000, 3,000, 1,500 people. You like the intimacy.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
The first time we started playing the Rays, I was just I couldn't get used to it. Just as soon as I open my mouth, I'm hearing, the slap back, and I'm like, what's going on? What's, it's
because it's so big.
Yeah, it's just too big. Too big.
I can't wait to find out the problem. I want to hear that problem myself playing. I mean, we did, Woodstock was outdoors, so you really weren't hearing that kind of kickback sound, just travel. But, wow, man, well, it looks like a great show. So now this year, Trans-Siberian's going out, you're going out again on the West Coast?
I think so, yeah.
So cool, man. So that's great. Now, Tony, you're doing some new and different things and stuff. You're gonna go back out and do some more acting and stuff like that and singing.
Eventually, but you know what? I've kind of gotten a little niche with being involved with TSO and and developing a nice little fan base and some family out there. I call them my TSO extended family.
Right.
We don't call them fans, we call them fans.
Family.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'd like to do some more stuff, you know, to be able to have them involved where I can travel and do some stuff. You know, there's a bunch of things out there we can do, not just television and stuff, but nowadays that live show, nothing about being up close and personal. You know, it's wonderful.
Now, you have, obviously, it's trans-sberian.com. You have Tommy Farese.com. Tommy Farese, that's TOMMYFARESE.com. Correct? Is it?
Spells it correct.
I know how to spell for my Italian. You know, you have for Farese.
No.
No?
It's Farese.
Oh, it's Farese. Sorry, I don't want to piss off the Italians.
No.
I'll step foot in Capri, Italy, and I'll lose a foot. Sorry. Farese.
Farese.
That's right.
Tommaso Domenico Farese.
Right. Well, my Italian goes to Michael. Michael, you can't talk to Mo Green like that. You don't come to Las Vegas and talk to Michael, to Mo Green like that.
Let me worry about Mo Green.
Yeah, right. You take care of Mo Green for me when we get to Vegas, if I go visit in Vegas. Have you ever played Vegas?
We play Vegas all the time.
year.
Yeah, every year.
We played, what was the big
What do you play, the casinos?
MGM.
We played MGM,
Aladdin.
we played, no, what was the big one they had the fights at?
That's the MGM.
No, it was another one. They moved the fights from the MGM to this place. I forgot the huge place. But our favorite place was the Aladdin.
The Aladdin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was... Is it still open, the Aladdin?
No, they changed it to the Hard Rock.
It's a Hard Rock,
It's the
yeah.
Hard Rock Cafe.
I've been there before. I lost a little money at the Hard Rock in Vegas. I love Vegas, too. But I'm not a big, huge gambler, so but I love the shows, and I like the action. I don't like the fact that you walk outside and it's 150 degrees out. It's like getting microwaved.
Yeah, but the whole place is air conditioned.
Everything's pretty much air conditioned, yeah.
Just step inside.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. This is great.
I gotta tell you, listening audience, whoever's tuning in,
All right, yeah, everyone can listen.
definitely read his book, because I'm halfway into it, and I gotta tell you, I didn't think you had it in you, pal, but it's pretty excellent.
Thanks, Tommy.
Really
Well, coming from that's a big compliment.
Really
and right, thank you. Right, that's a big, huge compliment. I mean, for me, Tommy, I mean, I always thought you have just such an amazing voice, and we talked about maybe doing a new song to help push the whole Exile in Rosedale thing and stuff like that.
Yes.
I love working with
bro,
you.
whatever you need.
I appreciate it, man.
Right.
And Tony, man, well, your fam is my fam, man. And
right,
it's a pleasure, man. Friend forever.
Pleasure. It's great.
It's okay. I'll be over next week for food. Are we gonna eat at your house?
I told you on the phone yesterday.
That's right.
Oxtails. I'll make you some
Oxtails.
oxtails. Some neck bones.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. We've got a call. Maybe there's a question here for Tommy and Tony. Hold on. Hey, you're live on Seven's Nuts. Woo! Hello.
Danny Adele, man.
Danny Adele. What's going on, Danny? What's up? This is Danny Adele's got special audio tapes that we can't talk about in this show. This is a family show today. How are you, man? You got a question for Tommy and Tony?
Absolutely, Tommy. You look good, man.
How long has it been, Danny?
Danny Adele came on last week. He's got some...
Has it been 20 years? God damn, man. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you, actually. I don't know. I can't see you.
He looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, for a white guy, he looks all right. You know what I mean? He looks good. So, what, do you have a question for them, Danny? Wait a minute. Speak in English, the Latin things. Huh?
Tommy.
Yeah.
You playing around the East Coast?
Say it again. No, I don't do East Coast, bro. I do West.
But maybe we can get him... are you going to have a bar mitzvah or something, Danny? We can get him to sing at your bar mitzvah. I'll play.
I'm a Puerto Rican Jew, so you know.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, were you bar mitzvah? I'm a Puerto Rican Jew. I'm in.
You're still playing drums, Danny?
Danny played, yeah. Danny actually took a drum solo on the show a couple of weeks ago. I did like a snare drum thing. It's out of his mind.
My God.
What a
Him
great
and I
great
go
drum.
back to a band called... What were we back then? Insects?
Danny, can you hear?
With Angelo Gallo, Tommy Murphy.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Well, what do we call ourselves? Insects?
The band. What was the band called?
Yep. I-N.
S-E-X.
Insects. I-N-S-E-X.
Clever.
Nice. That's great. So kind of like everyone would play with their stingers out. Dan, that's a joke. You got to laugh.
You did that one song, Rock and Roll Television.
Yeah, I remember that.
Rock and Roll Television. one classic.
Isn't Tommy Farese like one of the greatest singers alive? How about a big hand for Tommy? Huh? I love this guy's voice. He's great, man. Tommy's great. Tommy's great. I'd like to take him to restaurants and let him order the meal while singing. He would like some. Come on. Let me have something here. Order my food. Give me a steak. Yeah. Danny, thanks for calling, man. How's your crazy girlfriend? Yes, you were supposed to come down, but that's all right. I'm sure you got busy. That's all right. You'll come next week. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Take care, Danny.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon, man. I'll keep up the work. I'm proud of you, man. Everybody else is proud of you.
That's right. He's great, right? It's good stuff. All right. Thanks for calling, Danny. That's Danny Adele.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Take care, Dan. Yeah, Danny's got these special audio recording tapes of they're brilliant.
Really?
Crazy stuff, yeah.
God, I haven't
Yeah, they're going to be out on iTunes or do YouTunes. I'm not sure. It's crazy stuff. But thanks for coming on the show, guys. I hope you guys will come back and stuff like
absolutely,
that.
bro, yeah.
You know, you never know what the future brings, man. And you're always welcome here on 7 O'Clock. When you guys have a seat, thank you so much, man. So how cool is that, man? These guys are like real rock stars. They really do it. Everybody got to check out Trans-Siberian-Orchestra. At trans-sberian.com and Tommy Farese at tommyfarese.com. That's TOMMYFARESE.com. And Tony Gaynor. Tony, do we have a website? You have
MySpace,
you can find,
Facebook.
right, that's TONY Gaynor, GAYNOR. Right, Tony Gaynor. So you can check him out on MySpace, Facebook. I friended him on Facebook and he declined.